Have you ever bought a car where the exhaust dual pipes just don't line up well with the bumper? Well, it's been a year since I've owned this car, but it's finally time to take care of it. I can't believe it bothers me, but it does. But when I put it here on the muffler, it's almost 4.5 degrees out. This is level. Even if I grab it and try to straighten it out, I cannot. It will not twist at all. It'll go up and down, but it will not twist to be level. So that's why I think this just got welded on crooked. Even though it's kind of typical for these exhaust systems to settle over time, this one has just settled in the wrong direction. I've checked all the hangers and they're present. There's nothing broken. These rubber donuts are supporting the weight. Must have been installed like on a Friday with a guy and a beer in his hand. I'm gonna have to cut it off and re-weld it straight this time. This is where the muffler welds onto the pipe, and I think it was just welded crooked. You can see it from here, the whole thing is just leaning over. So here's where we need to cut. This is the gas tank, so we need to be very careful. It does have a heat shield, but we don't wanna accidentally slip and gouge the tank or make any kind of fire here. So I'm gonna go ahead and scribe some lines on here so we know what angle it was before. I'll do that on both sides. I also got some long pants on for a change. There's gonna be a lot of sparks, so let's be careful. I'm gonna get some shields for my arms and some gloves, and we'll cut away. I've already started the cut, but I can't get to the top without a Sawzall. So I'm gonna do that next, but I also put this baling wire on here. It's tied to the heat shield, so it's gonna support the weight of the muffler. It's free. From there to there. So it is supported by this baling wire. So now we just need to figure out, how much do we rotate it? Something like that. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit with the wire wheel so the welder has good metal to weld to, and then we'll tack it in place and double check it. I have this big clamp here, and I'm gonna try to just hold this thing in place and see if we can realign it. Wow. So now it should be no surprise I can easily rotate this. Put the level on it, make sure it's good, and then we'll do a tack. See there? Perfectly level. Yep, still 0. I'm going to remove the baling wire just to make sure that that is not affecting the 0. Also, just putting this in the center of the car is pretty level on the lift. I have it locked with these bars, so both sides are even height. It looks like a MCO or LMCO, I don't know. Here's the number, 923, something like that. Then it has a like a mid muffler. This is like probably an aftermarket cherry bomb thing. Some kind of poor welding, but it is supported by the factory rubber mounts. And then this is the stock catalytic converter. So that's just in place. So it's kind of a catback exhaust. You can see some kind of atrocious welds, but not interested in replacing the whole thing. I just kind of want to straighten it out. It's probably only like 1/8 of an inch offset here, but it makes a huge difference out here because these are now level. It was, you know, angled down before. And I was able to weld at the very top, so it's 100% sealed. I'm wondering if whoever did this before maybe welded it ahead of time, just so they can get to the top. But after I removed the tire, it wasn't that hard to get access to that. Now I'm just gonna spray it with a little bit of high temperature paint and be done with it. Boom, let's take it for a ride and bake on some paint. So what started as a simple oil change and AC maintenance ended up being a cut the muffler off situation. But I'm a lot happier. You know, about 4.5 degrees happier. Maybe I'm crazy, but you know, I like this car, so might as well enjoy it while I have it, you know? I like the way it sounds. It doesn't drone at all, and it has a little bit more sporty sound. So even though it's not a high-end kit, it's just kind of pieced together, I do like the way it looks and the way it sounds now. It's a small detail that probably shouldn't bother me, but I'm guessing that we all have some little quirk about the car that you would rather not have. So let me know in the comments below if there's something weird about your car that you'd like to fix that most people probably wouldn't care about.